My name is Artis Bernice, maiden name Archibald Spears. I live at 124 Western Avenue in Cambridge. We lived in Saugus, but we came to Cambridge 1942 or thereabout. We were members, we joined the St. Bartholomew's Church, and we became faithful members and are still members. I met my husband, Andrew Spears, in Boston. We became engaged at Christmas. He took me in the kitchen and pulled out this ring and asked me, would I marry him? In April of that year, we were married at St. Bartholomew's Church. The neighborhood back in 1964 was a Black neighborhood, and they belonged to all the churches. Our connection was to be anytime the churches had a function. Our big break was a person had passed away. We were honored to have been asked to do the funeral. People were so happy to see the work that we did that they told everybody. So then that was the beginning of our moving on up. A friend of my mother's from church, when we moved to Cambridge, she said, "Now you got to make sure that you're registered to vote. I have a spot in my precinct that I work at. I want you to be there." And she was the clerk for years, and then when she passed away, then I was able to go in as one of the assistants. When my commissioner got ready to retire, and I got the job at the Harvard Trust Company, the bank in Central Square. It was a bank that we did business with, and we wanted to buy a new limousine. I went to the bank with all our paperwork. They held it for 2 weeks, and he said he didn't think that they would be interested. So I came back and I said to my husband, "What do you suggest?" He says, "Oh, Bank of Boston had an ad in the paper that they will help finance minorities." He says, "We'll try that next." With the same paperwork that I had given the Cambridge Bank. They took the papers, and 45 minutes they came out and they said, "Where's your husband?" I said, "He's downstairs in the car waiting for me." He said, "Here's some papers, take it down, they have him sign them, come back." So I rushed down there and I said, "I think we're gonna get the money." And he signed the paper, and I came back up and he gave me a blank check. And he said, "And if you don't use it all, we just take it out of, put it back in the account." And so I came back and I said to my husband, "Look, we got the blank check, we got the check." We got the car. They called up one day and they said, "We were wondering if we could use you for advertisement." So they had a photographer come out and take a picture of he and I in the driveway beside the limousine. And they said, when the Cambridge Bank refused the money, Bank of Boston gave it to them in 45 minutes. Played in the Globe, I believe it was the Globe and the Herald. Wonderful advertisement. I am happy and thankful for being the age that I am, able to get around. I'm stumbling, but I'm still making it, and I'm still able to work. And I am the 24/7. I'm the one that answers the phone.